I'm literally rushing out the door. I just wanted to do this quickly before I have to rush out. It's been so windy over the last few days here in Miami Beach that I didn't get a chance to make more videos on my bike because it's very difficult for me to actually cycle against the wind. And then of course there's the audio quality, which is just basically just, and I thought I'm not going to do that to you. So I just wanted to do this quickly because I've got a little bit of an update, which is that I'm in pain, and that's not good. So it's not anything super major, but it's certainly annoying, and I've noticed it a few days ago, and it is in my back. So it's on my left hand back, sort of around here. It's kind of my shoulder is bothering me, and I don't exactly know where that comes from. My first thought was that was maybe my new desk setup. So I've got this I've moved my Mac from here. This used to be my Mac kind of thing that I was looking at. I've moved that over here because this one, a Windows machine, is a much more capable hardware system, and that's kind of better for what I'm doing on YouTube usually with my 3D tutorials, and it's just a more capable machine that can do rendering, and my Mac sadly can't do that because it doesn't have a GPU in there. But because these two systems don't talk to each other, I do sometimes need a second screen for the Windows system. I can't put that screen from the Mac onto my Windows system, which is crazy. So I put my Microsoft Surface over here, which is now basically my third screen. So that means I'm either typing here, I'm doing something, and I'm kind of having to look over various monitors. I've also wired up my large kind of launch monitor here, the 50-inch monitor, which is behind me on the left hand side, over to be another screen of this device, so that I can use that for video gaming over there. So it's kind of a convoluted setup, but it's good and it's working for me. But of course, if now my body is saying, hey, that's not good, that's a bit of an issue. So, but here's the good news. I don't think it's my desk setup. So first of all, I tend to do this a lot, you know, with the mouse here, and then I'm just looking at the screen, and that is of course never good for any sort of physiology. So that's I've started to try to not do that. But then something else happened, which is when I'm at work, I usually tend to have my phone with me. Of course, we all work on phones, and I kind of tend to do this, and I don't really know why. You know, it's just noticing that now that you're in pain. I'm thinking, oh, what am I doing that could be causing this? And I'm deliberately doing kind of this now, and that's kind of, you know, just relaxing this a little bit. And it did get better over the last few days, so I appreciate that. It's very, very good that that's happening. Another thing that's happened was that I've got some pain in my left hand, and that's a bit bizarre because it's exactly here. So it's kind of underneath my index finger is kind of going into the hand here. And I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but again, I've noticed by looking into this, where does this come from? I've noticed that often when I'm at work, again, I push my shopping cart forward, my shopping trolley forward, and while simultaneously looking at my phone as to where in which aisle is the next item. So what I tend to do then is I kind of just lift the phone up with this while pushing the trolley with that, and then I'm having to maneuver. So I'm going to have to go left and right with that hand, and that's what causes the pain in my hand. So again, it's about noticing this and then doing something different. So deliberately saying, well, what is it that I'm doing that could be causing this? So don't sit here and look over there, or don't, you know, if you want to do something over there, just move over. Very exciting, very easy, and just make practical changes that will alleviate the pain, and that is actually working really well. Have I got time? I've got 5 minutes more. I've got 5 more minutes. That's good, because I did want to show you something else. I want to all cram that in here, but this is kind of a point that I want to make, is that this is about awareness. If something happens that you're not happy with, and look at that and examine the underlying causes, and then make sure you don't do this again. So it's with me and this pain thing, it kind of came out of nowhere. But rather than going to massage therapy and trying to get the heat pad out, or the bag of peas or whatever, you just go, well, that wasn't there 2-3 weeks ago. So where did it come from? Why is it there now? It must be something, I doubt that it's been brought on by old age. I mean, even though I'm not saying it hasn't happened that way, but there must be a reason for this. And there we go. That may be the reason that I'm just doing something both in my job as well as on my desk that is in fact causing this. And now that I'm aware of this, I'm trying to catch this, and it's great to see that this pain actually goes away. So that's great. So I just wanted to put that on tape and try a different setup because it's so windy outside. Whoops! And of course, do not bang the microphone. There's something else I wanted to show you, which is a funky packet from Amazon has arrived, namely this one. Woo! And to open it, let me just grab a knife. Knife from the warehouse. Here we go. This is my good old Stanley Fatmax knife. I bought that from London, and this is exciting. So let's have a look what's inside here. I have a bit of an idea what it could be, but nothing's more exciting than sharing it with friends. So here's the box. This is the present, and in it we have this. It's tiny. Why do Amazon put it in this box? I'm not doing a perspective trick here either. This is just, does this really belong in here? How about a jiffy bag? What's going on? Anyway, that's just what I wanted to show you, that Amazon's packaging sometimes just doesn't really get it right. This, of course, is an exciting little gadget with, well, hopefully this is working now. It is called an X-Dragon, and that is a little USB gadget that will measure the amount of power that comes out of kind of any sort of USB charging device. So you plug that into the battery or into the outlet, and then you plug whatever you want to charge into here, and then this will come up with funky numbers. And I've already had one of those. Sadly, 50% of all the LED segments on here were broken. So I hope this one's doing a better job. I can't test this now because I'm going to have to go to work. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.